What's up, family? This is Dr. Anthony Robinson, and today we are going to talk about something that's going to set you up on a path to greatness. We are going to be talking about future proof, how to future proof your career, a guide to exploring high paying careers and how you can start preparing for them right now while you're in high school. That's right. This isn't just a lecture. This is about giving you the tools that you need and the mindset to crush your goals and to achieve success. So let's get it. First off, why should you even care about planning for your career right now? I know what you're thinking. I'm just a high school student, so why should I worry about my career? Well, let me tell you something. Early planning is the key to success. It's like building a house. You need a strong foundation to build something that's going to last. Your career is no different. The sooner you start planning, the stronger your foundation will be. So when you start thinking about your career early, you give yourself a vision. And let me tell you, having a vision is powerful. The Bible says, where there is no vision, the people perish. So having vision gives you direction, it gives you focus, and it keeps you motivated. When you have a clear vision of where you want to go, everything else starts to make sense. Your studies, your extracurricular activities, even your hobbies, they all start to align with your future. So let's break it down. By understanding your interests and your strengths now, you can make smart decisions about the courses you take, the clubs you join, and the experiences you go after. This isn't just about filling up your resume. It's about discovering who you are and what you want to become. Think about it. When you know what you love and what you're good at, you can start honing those skills and gaining experiences that will set you apart from the crowd. So let me share a story with you for a second to further illustrate this. There was a kid named Mike. Mike was just like you, sitting in high school, not sure what he wanted to do with his life. But one day he decided to take a computer science class, and that one decision changed everything. He discovered a passion for coding, started building apps in his spare time, and guess what? By the time he graduated, he had a portfolio that landed him a scholarship at a top university. Today, Mike is a successful software developer, earning six figures and doing what he loves. That could be you. Early planning isn't just about making money, though that's undoubtedly a nice bonus. It's about finding your passion and turning it into a career. It's about waking up every day excited to go to work because you're doing something that you love. And guess what? When you love what you do, success follows. You'll put in the work, you'll go the extra mile, and you will stand out from the crowd. Think long term, right? When you start planning early, you're not just preparing for your first job. You're setting yourself up for a lifetime of opportunities. You're building a network, gaining experience, and creating a reputation that will open doors for you. Imagine walking into an interview and already having a portfolio of work to show for it. Imagine being able to say, I've been preparing for this my whole life. Now that's powerful. Let's look at the bigger picture for a second. High paying careers don't just fall into your lap, they require dedication, hard work, and strategic planning. But the good news is that you can start laying the groundwork today, right now, while you're in high school. Whether you're interested in technology, healthcare, engineering, finance, law, or business, there are steps you can take today to set yourself up for success tomorrow. So, what's the first step? Start exploring. Research different careers, talk to various professionals in those fields, and learn about the paths they took to get where they are today. Take classes that align with your interests, join clubs, and seek out internships or volunteer opportunities. The more you explore, the clearer your vision will become. And remember, it's not just about the dedication, it's about the journey. So enjoy the process, learn from your experiences, and stay focused on your goals. You are building something truly incredible, and it all starts now. So let's talk specifics. You need to know the fields that offer high paying careers, right? Get into tech. Tech is, one of the things I recommend is to get into tech if that's something that you're interested in, because tech is the future. Coding, cybersecurity, data analysis. These fields are exploding today. You don't need to be a genius. You just need to be committed. Learn the code, get into robotics club, or take online courses in cybersecurity. These skills are gold today. They will set you apart and they will set you up for life. Healthcare is another major field, right? Healthcare, these are doctors, surgeons, nurses. These are roles that ultimately save lives and also offer, higher paying salaries. But it's not just about the money. I want to make that clear. It's about making a difference. If you're interested in this field, start with biology and chemistry in high school, volunteer at hospitals, shadow healthcare professionals, and understand the commitment and the passion required to thrive in this field. Then you have engineering. Engineering is a field that is always in demand. Civil, mechanical, electrical. These engineers build the world that we live in. They solve problems and create new technologies. If math and science are your strengths, consider a future in engineering. Get involved in science fairs, join engineering clubs, and take advanced math and science courses. Then you have finance, which is another lucrative field. These are investment bankers, financial analysts, um, actuaries. These roles are critical in managing money and making financial decisions. So if you have a knack for numbers and analysis, finance could be your path. So take finance and economics classes, join investment clubs, and seek internships in financial institutions. Then you have law, which is a field that demands critical thinking and strong communication skills. Corporate lawyers, intellectual property lawyers, these are these professionals are essential in navigating the complexities of the legal world. So if you're interested in law, get involved in debate clubs, take pre-law courses, and consider internships at law firms. Business, then there's business, which is a broad field that includes entrepreneurship, management, and marketing. CEOs, business consultants, and marketing directors are roles that require leadership, innovation, and strategic thinking. So if you have a vision and the drive to create and lead, business may be for you. Join business clubs, take entrepreneurship classes, and start your own projects to gain real world experience. So we've covered a lot of ground here, and we've talked about the importance of early career planning, understanding your interests and strengths, and exploring high-paying, careers in tech, healthcare, engineering, finance, law, and business can ultimately be beneficial for your future and for your ultimate success. So remember, this journey starts now. The steps you take today will pave the way for your future success. In our next part of our conversation today, we're going to break down some of these top paying careers and the industries where you can find them. So stay tuned, stay focused, and let's keep pushing towards greatness. All right, family. So we just talked about why career planning is so important, and we talked about some of the top fields out there. But let's dive into take another look at those fields, which are some of the top paying careers and industries out there, and where you can find them. This is where you start dreaming big and aiming high, because the sky is ultimately the limit. there is no limit for you. So first up, let's talk about technology. This field is booming and it's not slowing down anytime soon. We are talking about software development, data science, and cybersecurity. Imagine being the brainchild behind the next big app, or the person who keeps companies safe from cyber threats. These roles are in high demand and and come with some serious pay and compensation. But it's not just about the money. It's about the innovation, the creativity, and making a real world impact. Think about someone like Sundar Pichai, the CEO of Google. He started with a passion for engineering and now leads one of the most influential companies in the world. Your journey could start with a single coding class or a tech club in high school. So you want to get involved, build skills, and see where it ultimately takes you. If technology is your thing, start learning code, Python, Java, C++. These are the languages of the future. Join coding boot camps, participate in hackathons, and build your own projects. Cybersecurity is another hot field. Companies need experts to protect their data and their systems from attacks. Learn about encryption, network security, and ethical hacking. These skills you develop in high school can ultimately set you up for a lucrative and exciting career in tech. Next, let's take a look at healthcare. If you have a passion for helping others and a love for science, this is the field for you. Surgeons, anesthesiologists, and pharmacists are among the top earners out there. But beyond salary, these careers offer the chance to save lives and make a difference every single day. But it ultimately requires dedication and years of study. But let me tell you, the rewards are unmatched. Then there's Dr. Ben Carson, one of the world's most renowned neurosurgeons. He started as a kid with a dream. He faced numerous challenges, but persevered. Today, he's a symbol of excellence in healthcare. You can start your journey by volunteering at hospitals, joining health science clubs, or even shadowing professionals in the field. So take advanced science courses, get involved in research projects, and explore different healthcare careers to find your passion. Next, let's talk about the field of engineering, right? Whether it's petroleum engineering, aerospace engineering, or any other specialized field, engineers are truly the backbone of innovation. They solve problems, they create new technologies, and build for the future. These roles require strong analytical skills, creativity, and a solid foundation in math and science. Take, for example, a look at Elon Musk. He's an engineer at heart and has revolutionized industries with Tesla and SpaceX. He started with a vision and turned it into reality. You can start by participating in science fairs, joining robotics clubs, or taking part in engineering competitions. Get hands-on experience, work on projects, and collaborate with others. Engineering is all about problem solving and innovation, and the skills you develop in high school can set you on a path to success. Now, let's talk about finance, money. If numbers is your thing, this could be your path. Investment bankers, actuaries, and financial analysts are highly sought after and well compensated. These roles involve managing money, analyzing financial data, and making strategic decisions that impact businesses and economies. Think of Warren Buffett, one of the most successful investors of all time. He started learning about finance at a young age and built his skills over time. You can start by taking finance courses, joining investment clubs, or even starting your own small business to understand the basics of financial management. Here's where you can also learn about stocks, bonds, and other investment vehicles. The more you understand about finance, the better equipped you will be to navigate this field. And let's not forget about the legal field, right? Legal careers. These are corporate lawyers and intellectual property lawyers. These individuals are among the top earners in this industry. These roles require excellent communication skills, critical thinking, and a deep understanding of the law. The path is rigorous, but is incredibly rewarding. Consider Michelle Obama, for example, who started her career as a lawyer before becoming the First Lady of the United States. Her legal background equipped her with the skills to advocate for important causes. You can start by joining debate clubs, participating in mock trials, or taking law-related courses in high school. Develop your research and writing skills, learn to analyze complex information, and build strong arguments. These skills will serve you well in the legal field. Finally, we have business. Businesses is where you have entrepreneurs and CEOs of successful startups. These individuals are often among the highest earners. This field is all about innovation, leadership, and taking risks. It requires vision, determination, and the ability to turn ideas into reality. Look at someone like Mark Zuckerberg, for example, who started Facebook in his college dorm room. He saw an opportunity, took a risk, and changed the world. You can start by participating in entrepreneurship programs, joining business clubs, or even starting your own projects. These experiences will teach you valuable lessons about leadership, innovation, and business management. So learn about marketing, finance, and operations, build your network, seek mentorship, and always be ready to seize opportunities. All right, family. So we've covered a lot of ground here. We've talked about technology, healthcare, engineering, finance, legal, and business. Each of these fields offers incredible opportunities. But remember, it's not just about the money. There's a lot of people who make a lot of money, but they don't have purpose. They don't have fulfillment in their lives. It's about finding your passion, making a difference, and building a career that excites you every single day. In the next segment, we're going to dive into the skills and education pathways that you will need to succeed in these particular careers. So stay tuned, stay focused, and let's keep pushing forward towards greatness. All right. So let's talk about the skills, right? We've talked about why early career planning is so important and highlighted some of the top paying careers, but this is the nitty gritty, the skills and education pathways that you need to succeed in these fields. This is where you start laying the foundation for your future. So let's build these skills. So first up, let's talk about the skills. No matter what career you're aiming for, these essential skills are what will ultimately set you apart. We're talking about technical skills, soft skills, and certifications that prove that you know your stuff. These are ultimately skills that will make you stand out and show employers that you are the real deal. For example, for those of you who are eyeing the tech industry, you need to get comfortable with coding languages like Python, Java, and C++. These are the building blocks of software development, but it's not just about the technical side. You need to be a problem solver, as we mentioned before, a critical thinker, and a team player. We've talked about joining boot camps, participating in hackathons, building your own projects. All of these help you to build and showcase your skills. Every line of code you write is a step closer to your dream job. Then you have data science and cybersecurity, which are also hot fields in tech. For data science, you need to understand statistics, machine learning, and data visualization. You want to learn to use tools like R, SQL, and TensorFlow. For cybersecurity, get familiar with network security, encryption, and ethical hacking. Certifications like CompTIA Security Plus and CISS Plus or CISSP can boost your credentials. And it's also important to know that the tech industry is always evolving. So stay curious and keep learning. We also talked about healthcare. which is all about science and empathy. You need a strong foundation in biology, chemistry, and physics. So you want to develop your analytical skills and your ability to work under pressure. But don't forget the human side of healthcare. Develop your communication and interpersonal skills. So this here's where you can volunteer at hospitals, as I mentioned before, join health science clubs, and take advanced science courses to prepare yourself. Every patient interaction will teach you something valuable. Then there's engineering, which we talked about, which requires a solid understanding of math and science. You need to be proficient in calculus, physics, and computer-aided design or CAD software. But beyond the technical skills, engineers need to be innovative, detail-oriented, and collaborative. So get involved in science fairs, join robotics clubs, and take part in engineering competitions to build your skills. You want to work on projects that challenge you and push your limits. Engineering is all about problem solving and creating solutions. For finance, you need to be a master of numbers and analysis, right? So you want to develop skills in mathematics, statistics, and financial modeling. Learn how to use financial software like tools with tools like Excel, Bloomberg, and QuickBooks, but also work on your ability to think strategically and make data-driven decisions. Take finance courses, join investment clubs, and seek internships to gain practical experience. Understanding how money works will give you a huge advantage in this field. Then you have, the legal field, where you will need to be a strong communicator and a critical thinker. So you want to develop skills in writing, research, and public speaking. You also want to learn to analyze complex information and build strong arguments, but also work on your ability to negotiate and mediate conflicts, join debate clubs, participate in mock trials, and learn and take law-related courses to prepare yourself. Every case you study will sharpen your mind. And then in business, you need to be a visionary leader. Develop your skills in management, marketing, and entrepreneurship. Learn how to create business plans, manage teams, and drive innovation, but also work on your ability to network and build relationships. So you want to join business clubs, participate in entrepreneurship programs, and start your own projects to gain real-world experience. Business is about taking risks and making things happen. So now that we've talked about that, let's talk about education pathways, right? That will help you develop these skills. Each of these careers requires a different level of education and ultimately training. So it's important to know what you're getting into. For example, technology careers. You might start with a bachelor's degree in computer science, start with a bachelor's degree in computer science, information technology, or some other related field. But don't stop there. Consider pursuing certifications like CompTIA or CISSP or AWS to boost your credentials. And always keep learning, because technology is constantly evolving. So stay on top of the latest trends and tools, attend workshops, join online communities, and never stop coding. In healthcare, you will need to complete undergraduate and often postgraduate education. For example, becoming a surgeon requires a bachelor's degree, medical school, and several years of residency. But don't be intimidated. Take one step at a time. Start with strong high school science courses, then move on to pre-med programs in college. Every class you take brings you one step closer to making a difference in someone's life. Then there's engineering. Engineering careers typically start with a bachelor's degree in a specific field like civil, mechanical, or electrical engineering. Consider pursuing a master's degree for specialized roles or certifications like professional engineer or a PE to advance your career. Here's where you can also get involved in internships and co-op programs to gain hands-on experience. So ultimately, the more that you apply what you've learned, the better prepared that you will be to tackle real world engineering challenges. In finance, a business degree, a bachelor's degree in finance, economics, or accounting is a common starting point. So certifications like CFA, a chartered financial analyst, or CPA, certified public accountant, can help you ultimately stand out. So internships at financial institutions are crucial for ultimately gaining practical experience and making industry connections. Here's where you want to learn how to analyze financial statements, access risk, and manage investments. Every financial decision you study will make you a better analyst. For legal careers, you will want to complete an undergraduate degree, followed by law school, and after that, earning your Juris doctorate degree, right? Or it's called a JD degree. This is where you will need to, obviously, as part of this, you will need to pass a bar exam in your state, consider internships at law firms or clerkships with judges to gain practical experience and build your network. Every case you work on will teach you something new about law. And in business, a bachelor's degree in business administration, management, or a related field is also a good start. You will want to consider pursuing an MBA or a Master of Business Administration for advanced roles. You can also start your own business ventures, participate in internships, and seek mentorship to gain real-world experience. Every project you take on will help you become a better leader. All right, so we've covered a lot. You've got the skills you need to develop and the educational pathways to follow. Remember, this journey is about building a strong foundation for your future, and it won't always be easy. But with dedication and hard work, you can achieve greatness. Now, let's talk about, as we move on and build upon this conversation, let's talk about the importance of building a strong high school profile. All right. So, it's not just about the skills and the educational pathways. You can start working towards that now, which starts with building a strong high school profile. This is where you start putting all the pieces together to create a standout resume and portfolio. It's about showing the world what you're made of and setting yourself up for success. So let's talk about some of the details of building a strong portfolio. The first thing is the GPA, right? And standardized test scores. I know these can seem like just numbers, but they matter. They show colleges and future employers that you have the discipline, the intelligence, and the work ethic to succeed. So aim high, put in the effort to maintain a strong GPA, and prepare thoroughly for tests like the SAT and the ACT. These scores can open up doors to scholarships, internships, and to top colleges. But remember, you're more than just a number. Your involvement in extracurricular activities ultimately set you apart. So join clubs, sports teams, organizations that align with your interests and career goals. So if you're interested in technology, for example, join a coding club, as we mentioned before. If you love helping others, get involved in community service. Leadership roles are particularly valuable because they show that you can take initiative, work with others, and handle a responsibility. So let's talk about, volunteer work and community service, right? This isn't just about ticking a box. It's about giving back, about developing skills that will serve you in any career. Volunteering teaches you empathy, teamwork, and leadership. It also shows colleges and employers that you're committed to making a difference. So find causes that you're passionate about, get involved, and ultimately make a difference. Whether it's tutoring, organizing efforts, or helping a local shelter, your contributions matter. Now, as you see on the screen here, let's talk about developing a standout resume and portfolio. Your resume should highlight your academic achievements, extracurricular activities, volunteer work, and any work experience you have. So be clear, concise, and professional. Use strong action verbs and quantify your achievements whenever possible. For example, instead of saying help organize events on your resume, you might instead say led a team of 10 to organize 3 successful community events with over 200 attendees each. You see how you quantified what you did there? Your portfolio is a chance to showcase your skills and projects and ultimately to sell yourself. So if you're into coding, include links to projects that you've worked on. If you're an aspiring writer, showcase or share your best pieces. Artists can include a digital portfolio of their work. Whatever your field, your portfolio should demonstrate your passion, creativity, and expertise. So let's not forget, the power of networking, right? Portfolio is one thing, but building your professional and network now can be powerful. So you want to connect with teachers, mentors, and professionals in your field of interest. You can also, as you get older, right? I mean, even now you can join LinkedIn and start building your professional profile, share your achievements, join relevant groups, and engage with others. Networking can open the doors to internships, mentorships, and ultimately job opportunities. Think about it like this. Every activity, every class, every volunteer opportunity is a brick in the foundation of your future. Even attending this training can serve as a brick in the foundation of your future. Each one builds on the other, creating a strong, stable base for whatever you choose to do next. And when you put in the work now, you're setting yourself up for a lifetime of success. Colleges and employers are looking for well-rounded individuals who can bring something unique to the table. So make sure that you're showcasing all the different aspects of who you are and what you can do. Another important aspect is letters of recommendation. These can be powerful endorsements of your character and your capabilities. So build strong relationships with your teachers, coaches, and mentors. Let them see your dedication and your passion when it comes to whatever you do. When the time comes to ask for a recommendation, these individuals will be able to speak to your strengths and achievements in a meaningful way. Let's talk about, which we talked about in the previous training, your digital footprint. In today's world, your online presence is a part of your profile. So be mindful of what you post on social media. Colleges and employers often check applicants' online profiles. So make sure that yours reflects the person that you want to be seen as. Share your accomplishments, your interests, and your positive contributions. To also clean up anything that doesn't align with your goals. If you want more information about your digital footprint, definitely go back to the previous training if you haven't, on social media etiquette, if you haven't already completed or watched that. And remember, your profile isn't static. It should evolve as you grow and gain new experiences. So keep track of the accomplishments and update your resume and portfolio regularly. Reflect on what you've learned and how you've grown, and make sure that you use that insight to set new goals and push yourself further. Now, family, let's look at some specific examples, right? So we've talked about a lot so far. If you're aiming in a career for a career in technology, start by building a portfolio of coding, projects. Participate in coding competitions and hackathons. Join a tech club and take on leadership roles. If you're interested in healthcare, focus on science courses and volunteer at hospitals or clinics. Shadow healthcare professionals and get involved in health-related clubs. For those in engineering, we talked about science fairs, robotics clubs, engineering camps, and so forth. Work on team projects to showcase your problem-solving skills. We also talked about, how finance professionals can join investment clubs, or those seeking to be finance professionals can join investment clubs, participating in financial literacy programs, seeking internships. All of this builds a strong foundation in math and economics. Same with aspiring lawyers. We talked about debate clubs, mock trials, and so forth. Likewise, seek internships at law firms and get involved in community advocacy. All of these things help you gain a crucial experience that can help you take important next steps towards the ultimate career that you want to be part of. So as we move on, let's talk about the importance of networking and mentorship. We've talked about building a strong high school profile, and now it's time to level up even more. We're going to dive into two powerful tools that can take your career, your future career, to the next level: networking and mentorship. These aren't just buzzwords, they are truly game changers. So let's get into it. Let's talk about networking. You've probably heard the saying, it's not what you know, it's who you know. But I want to take it a step further. It's not what you know or who you think you know, it's about who knows you and what you can do. While your skills and knowledge are crucial, it's the relationships that you build that can open doors that may otherwise stay closed. Networking is about connecting with people who can support, guide, and inspire you on your career journey. So in short, as I just said, connecting with people who know you, like you, and can trust you not to embarrass them if they recommend you, right? So where do you start? Right now, you have access to a vast network of people: teachers, coaches, family, friends, and peers. Don't underestimate the power of these connections. So start by building strong relationships with your teachers. They can provide guidance, write letters of recommendation, and introduce you to opportunities. Show them your dedication and your passion, and let them know what your goals are. Also, we talked about joining clubs and organizations related to your career interests, whether it's a coding club, a debate team, or a business society. These groups are full of like-minded individuals who can become valuable connections. So participate actively, take on leadership roles, and collaborate on projects. This not only builds your skills, but also helps you to form bonds with people who share your interests. Then another recommendation is to attend events, workshops and conferences. These gatherings are prime opportunities to meet students who have similar interests as you. So don't be afraid to introduce yourself, ask questions, and express your enthusiasm for the industry. Prepare, a brief elevator pitch, right, about who you are and what you're passionate about. This will help you make a strong impression. And remember, it's never too early to start. Now, let's talk about leveraging social media in LinkedIn, for example. You may or may not have heard much about LinkedIn at this point of your journey, but LinkedIn is very, very important. In today's digital age, your online presence is just as important as your real life connections. Create a LinkedIn profile if you don't have one already, right? And again, even though you are under 18 at this point, creating a LinkedIn profile will allow you to see what it looks like to build and stack on experiences. And as you do that, you can add to your profile. So use it to showcase your achievements, connect with people in the fields that you want to be in. Introduce yourself as someone that's interested, that's looking for mentors and things of that nature. And join industry groups. As you get older, as you read articles, you can share articles, you can comment on posts and engage with others. Don't wait to start gaining this experience. I know a lot of this seems like it's too early for you to start doing these things, but remember, the earlier you start, the leg up that you're going to give yourself more of a leg up in comparison to your peers. This will also help you build a professional network and stay informed on industry trends. Remember, networking is a two-way street. It's not just about what others can do for you, but also what you can do for them. So offer your help, share your knowledge. And when I say offer your help and share your knowledge, you can do that with your friends. You can do that with people, at your school. Always look for ways that you can help somebody else and teach somebody else, which at the same time you will be teaching yourself. And support your connections. Building a strong network is about creating mutually beneficial relationships. Next up is mentorship. A mentor, is someone who has walked the path that you want to take and can ultimately offer invaluable guidance, support, and advice. Finding the right mentor can accelerate your growth and help you navigate the challenges ahead. And I want to give you an illustration. If you know anything about chess, you have different pieces on the board, and the piece that you have more of on the board are your frontline pieces, which are called pawns. And those pawns, you have more of them than any other piece on the board. And I like to compare and describe those or make the comparison or the illustration that those are like mentors. You're not just going to have one mentor in life. You're going to have many mentors in many different areas. And so it's okay to find a mentor in the various areas that you have interest in, because someone like myself may not be the best mentor for you if you have interest in the area of finances, right? Because I'm not a financial expert, but I have experiences and expertise in other areas, right? So you want to find people, find mentors for the various areas that you have interest in, people who are expert and have experience in those particular areas, right? You're not going to go to a financial expert for mental health advice. You're not going to go to a mental health professional for advice or expertise as it relates to building businesses or investing. So you want to find mentors in the various areas that you ultimately have interest, right? But how do you find a mentor? So start by identifying individuals that you admire and that you respect. Look for people who have achieved success in your fields of interest, as I just mentioned. This could be a teacher, a coach, family friend, or even a professional that you've connected with online. Don't be afraid to reach out and ask for their guidance. When approaching a potential mentor, be clear about what you're looking for. Explain your goals, why you admire them, and how you think they can ultimately help you. Be respectful of their time and be specific about the kind of support that you need, whether it's, career advice, of interest that you think you might have, skill development, or with a specific project. Make your request clear. And once you found a mentor, make the most of the relationship. It's a two-way street, as I mentioned a moment ago. Listen to their advice, ask questions, and seek feedback. And also be open to constructive criticism and use it to improve. Show how, and most importantly, show gratitude for the time and for the guidance. Remember, a mentorship relationship is built on trust and mutual respect. So let me tell you about the power of mentorship. Oprah Winfrey, for example, credits her mentor, Maya Angelou, with helping her navigate the ups and downs of her career. Steve Jobs mentored Mark Zuckerberg during the early years of Facebook. These relationships provided guidance, support, and valuable insights that contributed to their success. And don't underestimate the impact a mentor can have on your life. They can provide you with insider knowledge, help you avoid common pitfalls, and open doors to opportunities that you might not have known existed. A mentor can be a sounding board for your ideas, a source of encouragement, and a guide through the complexities of your chosen field. Networking and mentorship are ongoing processes, right? They require effort, commitment, and authenticity, but the rewards are immense. So by building a strong network and finding a mentor, you're investing in your future. You're creating a support system that will help you achieve your goals and reach new heights. So we've covered a lot in this area in the area of networking and mentorship. These are powerful tools that can ultimately help propel you towards your career goals. So start by building those connections now. Seek out mentors who inspire you and be open to learning and growing. Remember, it's not just about what you know, but also who you know and who's guiding you. In our next segment, we're going to discuss practical steps and action plans to set you on a path to success. So this is where we're going to put everything into action, create a roadmap for your future. So definitely let's get into that and let's keep pursuing greatness. So let's talk about what I like to describe as, the practical steps and an action plan. This is where we turn that knowledge into, preparation into action. So we're going to create a roadmap that will guide you through high school and set you up for long-term success. So let's get started with that. So first things first, you need to set SMART goals. SMART stands for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. These goals will keep you focused and motivated. So let's break it down. To where it can make more sense. A specific goal is a clear and well-defined. So instead of saying I want to do well in school, say I want to achieve a 3.8 GPA by the end of the semester. Measurable means you can track your progress. Achievable means it's realistic, and relevant means it aligns with their long-term objectives. So time-bound means that you have a deadline. So set SMART goals for both your academic and extracurricular activities. All right, so let's talk about time management, right? Time management is crucial. Balancing school, extracurricular activities, and career prep can ultimately be challenging, but let me tell you, it's essential, right? So you want to start by creating a schedule, making use of a planner or a digital calendar to keep track of your classes, your assignments, your club meetings, and any other commitments. And you definitely want to start with your goal or your vision. So what is it that you're trying to accomplish or work towards? That's where your time management comes into play. So here's where you prioritize your tasks, you break them down into manageable steps, and you allocate your time for studying, activities, and even relaxation. But remember, consistency is the key. Stick to your schedule, but also be flexible and adapt as needed. Whatever you do consistently over years or over a period of time is what you're going to ultimately see the fruits and the rewards of. So if all you do is hang out and do things that's not really moving you towards your goals or your vision, then that's ultimately what you're going to see the fruit of later. So make sure that whatever you're doing is moving you towards your ultimate goal. Now let's talk about internships and even part-time jobs. These experiences are truly invaluable. And I can't stress that enough, because they give you real world exposure and help you build practical skills. So you want to start by identifying opportunities that align with your career interests. And ultimately, if you're interested, for example, in something like technology, look for internships at tech companies or startups. If you're into healthcare, seek volunteer opportunities at hospitals or clinics. So you want to use your network to find openings, and don't be afraid to reach out directly to companies. When applying for internships or jobs, make sure that your resume is up to date and tailored to each position. Now, I understand that at this point in your life, you don't have, a robust or detailed resume, right? So at this point, you're looking for volunteer type opportunities. You're looking for internship type opportunities. You're looking for these opportunities where it's all about experience. It's not so much about, so much about pay. It's not so much about, a job, but it's more so about the experience and the skills that you are developing as you work towards your ultimate goal and your ultimate objective of what you're trying to accomplish, and what you ultimately want to be when you get beyond college, get beyond high school, get beyond college, what you ultimately want to be. So practice. In this process, you want to practice your interview skills, practice communicating with people, with your friends, with your family, with your mentors. Prepare answers to common questions and be ready to discuss your goals and experiences and why you feel like this particular opportunity or the particular experience will be invaluable to you. Because as I just mentioned, it's about the experience, it's about the opportunities. So volunteer type opportunities is really what you're looking for at this point in your life. So let's definitely not forget about scholarships, right? There are countless scholarships available for high school students. So start by researching early and making a list of the ones that you are eligible for. So pay attention to deadlines and requirements. Start working on writing strong essays that highlight your achievements, your goals, and why you deserve the scholarship. Gather letters of recommendation from teachers or mentors who can ultimately speak to your strengths, and also apply for scholarships. By applying for scholarships, it can significantly reduce the financial burden of college. There are tens, hundreds of thousands, millions of dollars in scholarships that go unapplied for every year simply because students didn't go out and complete an application or take these steps that I just mentioned. Networking doesn't have to stop. We talked about networking a moment ago. It doesn't have to stop within your school. Attend local and national conferences, workshops, leadership events specifically for high school students, whatever it is, things that are related to the interests that you have and the skills that you are trying to develop. These gatherings, these opportunities are excellent opportunities to meet professionals, in those various fields, learn from experts, and expand ultimately your network. So be proactive, introduce yourself, ask questions, and exchange, get information so that you can follow the experts in these various fields. So because ultimately you never know, 10 years down the road, 10 years down the road, you may be able to reach out to some of these professionals, these experts, and let them know how you met them, and they may be more likely, or more willing to help you or support you at that time in your goals. So also follow up with people, right? Whether it be 5 years down the road, 10 years down the road, or even just keeping track of these professionals and following up with them, and letting them know, keeping them reminded of who you are and how they know you. That could also be valuable, right? Next up, we want to talk about, taking advantage of online, resources. So not only is, networking and building those relationships important, but also taking advantage of online resources. So websites like Coursera, Khan Academy, and EDX offer free courses on a wide range of subjects. You want to use these platforms to deepen your knowledge and develop new skills. Here's where you can join online forums and groups related to your interests. Now, I do want to take a moment to speak to the importance of being, obviously safe online. You want to do all of this within the right parameters within the support of your parents, the support of the adults in your life. That's going to always be important as you start to apply some of these strategies that I'm mentioning. So participate in discussions, amongst youth groups or whatever, the appropriate groups, of course, where you can share insights, where you can learn from others, and where you can ultimately develop the skills and gain the information and experience that you need. All right. So the internet is ultimately a treasure trove of information. So use it to your advantage. But as I just mentioned, use it safely, use it wisely, and most importantly, use it in support of your parents or the adults in your life. Another critical or practical step, in this process is building a personal brand. And we talked about this in the social media etiquette training. So if you haven't seen that, definitely go back to watch the social media etiquette training. In today's digital age, your online presence matters. So we talked about the LinkedIn profile where you can share your achievements, your projects, and your experiences. You can, start writing articles or posts about topics that you're passionate about, which not only showcases, your expertise or your knowledge, but it also helps you connect with like-minded people who can be potential mentors to you. So be mindful of your social media activity. Ensure that your profile reflect the professional image that you ultimately want to portray. Next up, we'll talk about the importance as you make your way towards becoming the person that you want to be, getting into the field that you want to get in. It starts with where you are now, right? So developing strong study habits is essential for your success. So you want to find a study routine that works for you. Some people study best in the morning, other people study best at night. Whatever it is for you, find a quiet, distraction-free environment. Use techniques like the Pomodoro method, where you study for 25 minutes, then you take a 5-minute break, and then you start back. This helps you to maintain focus and prevent burnout. So don't cram the night before a test, but instead review your notes regularly and break down study material into manageable chunks. Then you have, the importance of staying engaged in your extracurricular activities, whether it's sports club, volunteer work. These activities build essential skills like teamwork, leadership, and also time management. So take on leadership roles whenever possible, organize events, lead projects, and mentor younger students. These experiences will ultimately enrich your resume that you're building, that you're starting, and help you to stand out in college applications and job interviews. You also want to regularly assess your progress, right? Set aside time each month to review your goals, your achievements, and areas for improvement. This is where you can reflect on what's working for you, what's working well, and what's not working. So, and as you do that, you can adjust your action plan as needed. Then another thing that I recommend is that you seek feedback from teachers, mentors, and peers. Use their insights to define, to refine your strategies and ultimately stay on track. And as you do that, it's important to keep and maintain a healthy, work or school life balance, right? It's as you start thinking about, working towards the goals that you have later in life, you want to learn this key skill set or this key skill set and balancing, work, balancing learning, balancing, getting the skills and the expertise that you desire, and having a healthy school work-life balance. So while it's important to work hard, stay focused on your goals, don't forget to take care of yourself. Get enough sleep, eat well, and exercise regularly. Spend time with family and friends. Don't just be on your cell phone all the time. Don't just be on a computer all the time, but engage in, with your family and friends, engage in hobbies and activities that you enjoy, because ultimately a balanced life enhances productivity and the well-being. And then it's also important to know that there are going to be obstacles and challenges in life, right? So you want to, there are four things that I like to describe as you see on the slide here, as you know, come against challenges and obstacles. So one, embrace failure, right? See setbacks as opportunities for growth and learning. Number two, develop resilience, right? Build mental toughness to bounce back from challenges. Number three, seek support. Don't hesitate to ask for help when needed. And then number four, stay focused. Keep your long-term goals in mind during difficult times, right? So in doing this, you will be able to, stay focused on what your goals is. So stay positive, stay focused, and keep pushing forward. You have to, ultimately you have the potential to achieve greatness, but you have to believe in yourself and also never give up. So staying motivated is crucial, right? So we've covered a lot. We've talked about career planning, top paying careers, the skills and education that you need, building a strong high school profile, networking, mentorship, and practical steps to success. Now it's time to put all of that into action with some interactive activities. These activities are designed to help you apply what you've learned, explore your interests, and build your skills. So let's dive in. So first up, let's do a career mapping exercise. So grab a piece of paper or open up a document on your computer, and I want you to write down your interests, your strengths, and your passions. I want you to write down your interests, your strengths, and your passions. Think about what you want, what you love doing, and what you're good at. Next, write down the careers that we've discussed that align with those interests and strengths. This is your career map. It's a visual representation of where you are and where you want to go. Use it to set your goals and track your progress. Update it regularly as you learn more about yourself and your career options. Now let's take it a step further with the career exploration project. Choose one of the careers from your map and research it in depth. I want you to look up education requirements, job responsibilities, average salary, and job outlook. Find out what skills are needed and what a typical day looks like in that career. Create a presentation or a report to summarize your findings, and then you're going to share it with your family, your friends, or your classmates. And also, there's and then you're going to, as I said, talk about it with your family or your friends or your classmates. Doing this project will help you to deepen your understanding of the career that you have in mind and help you decide if it's the right path for you. So that's going to be, I want you to work on that and definitely come up with a plan and find out if that's going to be the best for you. So that's going to be very valuable for you. And I'm really interested in seeing what you get from that. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to type them, in the chat. If you have some feedback, I'd love to hear, what you found out about the career that you may be interested in. So with that being said, it's important, to stay motivated throughout this process. And ways that you can stay motivated is by one, visualizing your success, right? Number two, celebrating small wins, acknowledge and reward your progress along the way. Number three, find inspiration, learn from successful people in the field that you want to be in. And then number four, stay curious. All of those, by practicing those things, you will be able to stay motivated as you move towards your ultimate goals. Then preparing for college and beyond. As I mentioned before, research colleges, right? Explore schools that align with your career goals. So after you do the exercise that I mentioned to you, start to explore these types of things. So colleges, prepare for standardized tests, find out what scores those schools require for you to get into those programs, right? write strong essays. This is something that you can, get help with from mentors. You can get help from teachers. You can get help with from various people to develop strong essays. And then number 4, start to plan for the future. As I mentioned earlier, consider internships and volunteer and different opportunities to help you gain the skills that you're ultimately going to need. With that being said, it's going to be important that you start taking action steps towards your ultimate goals, right? So number 1, how you can start taking steps. Number 1, set clear goals where you define your career objectives and create an action plan. That's what that's the exercise that I want you to work on, that you're working on. Number 2, start exploring. We talked about that. Research careers, talk to professionals, and ultimately start gaining experience. Number 3, build your skills. Focus on developing, relevant skills for your chosen career. And then number 4, stay committed. There are going to be obstacles. There are going to be times where you second guess yourself, but stay committed to the goals that you have created and have in mind, for yourself. Finally, ultimately you have to stay, I encourage you to stay curious and always be willing to learn. The world is constantly changing, and there is always something new to discover. So keep exploring your interests, developing your skills, and building your network. Each step that you take brings you closer to your goals. Finally, remember that success is a journey, not a destination. It's about the progress you make and the person you become along the way. So embrace the challenges, celebrate the victories, and keep pushing forward. You've got this, family. I believe in you, and I know that you have the potential to achieve incredible things. All right, so that wraps up our training on future-proofing your career. I hope you found this journey as valuable and inspiring as I did. Keep these lessons and strategies in mind as you navigate your high school years and beyond. Stay focused, stay motivated, and let's keep pushing towards greatness. Thank you for joining me on this journey. If you have any more questions or need further guidance, don't hesitate to reach out. We're all in this together, and I'm here to support you every step of the way. Thank you. Stay tuned for more content and training and resources and to help you ultimately achieve your dreams. Let's go out there. Let's make it happen. Till next time, stay blessed.